Hi, it's Sean from Your Program Is Your Ticket, and I'm here backstage at the 2018 New York Innovative Theater Awards, celebrating the best of Off-Broadway. What did you like best about working on the production?
They taught me how to tap dance for the role, so my number was a tap number, and the feeling of the applause, because I actually accomplished learning how to tap dance in 3 weeks.
Were you a dancer before that of other styles?
I'm a very good mover.
Our Leaf Coney Bear, Todd, was, the most different thing you would see for Leaf Coney Bear. He was just incredible.
Congratulations to Todd.
Yeah, congratulations to Todd. I'm so proud of you.
Great job.
I can't believe you're making me speak on your behalf. This is insane, but...
Worked with the 5 lesbian brothers. I'm one of the 5 lesbian brothers. We won one of these things like about 5 years ago, I think.
I recall.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to interview one of the 5 lesbian brothers. And you're my first lesbian brother.
Oh my God.
To interview. I've such mega respect.
Aw, bless your heart.
I've been blessed. My heart has been blessed by one of the 5 lesbian brothers.
Bless him.
And I see that you're holding an award. Yes. And what is the award for?
Outstanding solo performance for a play called You, Emma.
I knew that. I just wanted to give you the opportunity to say it. It's so nice to say.
I haven't said it out loud yet. Yeah, that was the first time I said it out loud.
Wow, I got the scoop.
We extend some of the benefits of our infrastructure to independent theater artists so that they can access tools that are typically only otherwise available to big institutions like the Public Theater, the Metropolitan Opera, folks like that.
Wow. By extending your infrastructure, what do you mean?
We help artists fundraise, we help them find insurance, space to put their work up in, and sell tickets to their events.
Set design more often than not is better not being realistic. I ever say whenever we try to do what film does, we're going to fail because they do it better than we do. But what theater can do is do abstraction and non-reality in a way that film can never top. And that's really what I love doing in set design.
That is the quote of the night already. What was it like to present this award tonight?
It was delightful. It was nerve-wracking. Producers are very happy in the back row with a notepad and a drink.
Sure.
You know, I'm not usually on stage, but I got through it, and it was a really lovely time. And it was amazing also to see just the diversity and breadth and quality of work that they're recognizing tonight. It's been a real honor to be here, and a real treat.
Well, my company is a member of Fractured Atlas, and I've been around since 2009, and if it wasn't for Fractured Atlas, I wouldn't be here still. They've been an amazing support system for my company.
Yeah, they've been a game changer for the industry, allowing not only fiscal sponsorship, which is a big deal, allowing a lot of organizations to be able to raise money, so and access to health insurance and a lot of different kinds of things. So they're like I said, a game changer.
Break someone down into their underwear, and it's all about psychology after that.
I think you're rivaling best quote there of the night so far.
Is there an award for that? Is there a trophy?
I should.
I'll take the mints. The mints are fine.
Well, then everyone gets a trophy on Your Program Is Your Ticket. That's just how we roll.
So I was hired for the show 9 months before it happened.
Wow.
So part of the way that I was able to realize so much of what I wanted is I made a lot of it myself with my friends.
Oh, cool.
So because I had the time to source the materials and order things on the slow boat and, use my budget to my advantage, to really get what we could out of what we had. We were also really confined by space. Sure. Because our performance space, we couldn't have a 6-foot wide showgirl. There just wasn't room for her to get on stage.
Yeah, yes, it makes you think. This is a powerful show, and there's ghost elements, and there's a lot of depth where you can see so many more layers than you would typically think of to look at when you're just talking to friends or family. I think that's one of the most important things when you're working and talking with veterans in your own community is to hear what the stories that they might have to tell. So many don't feel welcome to tell their stories
or heard.
Yes.
Wow. That's very edifying. Yeah. For sure.
Well, I think that one of the things that a lot of people get worried about, ooh, how am I going to talk to a lighting designer? And one of the things that I always try to tell people is if you can see and tell me what you're seeing, I'm here to translate it for you. You don't have to worry about the gear. I'm not going to talk to you about gear. here's my job. Ideas are our job.
I'm G. Benjamin Swope. I'm a lighting designer who presented the award to Stacy Boggs for Best Lighting Design for AMP. We've been best friends for a number of years. We went to school together, and I just got lucky being asked to come tonight to present the award to a lighting designer.
To one of your BFFs.
And it turned out that it was.
Wow.
It was really nice to get to see people being honored for doing this field, because it's not a very easy field, and like I think the more appreciation you can get, the better it is, and the more you feel like people might, want to stay in this field and feel good about their choices of being in this field.
But it has a lot of dark humor and a lot of it asks the question, when do we decide to fight for ourselves?
Now, last year when I interviewed people backstage, there were two ladies who won this award, and they actually sang the title of the award for me. They sang Original Outstanding Music. Would you guys like to do that?
Original outstanding music?
We can. It would be an avant-garde like style.
Okay, I'll give you a count. 1, 2, 3. Original outstanding music. Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Original outstanding music.
New York theater in lofts and basements and found spaces, anywhere you can make it, will always hold a very dear place in my heart. And I wouldn't mind doing it again.
Yeah, the show was such a creative explosion from this amazing group of people, and it's one of those things that closed over the holidays, and you stop thinking about it, even though it's made its impact on your life. You don't think about it until suddenly the IT awards roll around, and you're like, oh my goodness, I'm going to see all of those people, and we're going to revisit all of that magic art, and then to just win something on top of that is icing on the cake. So
so I wanted to create a piece that was personal to me, and share it to an audience to say, hey, look, there's another approach on how we could address this issue of gang violence in Chicago and even throughout the United States.
Well, I was born in Caracas, Venezuela, and I moved to America to follow my dream to be a musical theater performer, actually. Okay. And then I just fell in love with backstage. But I fell in love with backstage 2 years ago. So the fact that I'm 23 and I won an award for outstanding stage management, it just means the world to me. It means that my hard work paid off, and that just it's priceless.
But I think the climate is such now that nothing happens without someone else really knowing.
Sure.
And the silence has to stop, so that you can get someone else to say, yes, I'm aware. So that you're not alone in coming forward, because that's what stops people. They feel completely unsupported.
A practical piece of advice is I always tell people to just write it down, even if it's a journal entry, even if it's just a log in your Google Calendar. Write it down, because even if you feel in the moment that maybe you're unsure of what happened, you might be able to see a pattern. Mm-hmm. And if you have something written down, then you can take it to a stage manager, a producer, the director, someone you feel safe with, and say, these are the things that I've noticed. Here it is in black and white. These things happened to me. And then if you feel that it's something you want to do, you get them to sign it to show they have been made aware of this issue as well. And so you have that on paper as well.
Adjusted Realists is a theater company. We've been around for 4 years. It was founded by Stephen Kaliski and Roger Mannix, who are my soul brothers. Thank you. And we like to do pieces that are slightly unhinged, slightly off kilter.
Now you won this last year.
Yes, we did.
How did it change your artistic life?
Bragging rights.
Bragging rights. Excellent. Rights. Did it give you a little boost of confidence?
It did, definitely. And of course, a little financial boost, because this particular award comes with a grant.
We received the Cafecino Award tonight.
So amazing.
It is.
Thank you. How exciting.
Yes, after 25 years of Peculiar Works Project, we're thrilled to be recognized in this way.
What was it like working on the show?
Heaven. Absolutely heaven. As you can see, I wasn't born last week. I've done a lot of shows, and I never had a better time in my life in the theater.
So we are the only nonprofit art service organization specifically dedicated to serving the needs of theater choreographers by giving them the tools they need to practice their craft and test their ideas.
I worked with the music a lot. That's kind of one of the ways I work is I sit down with the music and I really just listen to it over and over again and I say, how can I tell this story within this music?
Well, tonight I was honored to present the Director Award to a very talented young man called Mark Lewis. He directed a revival of Danny and the Deep Blue Sea, which is an amazingly great play.
I agree.
Yeah, and so he got that award from me tonight.
Wow.
I know.
Now, what does it mean to you to be presenting somebody with an award like that?
Well, of course, it's great. What I was particularly touched by was in the roster of nominees, 3 of them were women. So, that made me happy.
Sure. We are a masterpiece, which I'm honored it was recognized with this award.
It was terrific.
Thank you. Thank you so much. It takes place during the beginning of the AIDS crisis in Kalamazoo, Michigan, during just a few months. And we see this nurse who stands up for the gay men who are being rejected by families and taking care of them when nobody else would.
What did it mean to you tonight to present that award?
Well, it was a very interesting kind of climax to my career in New York City because I started off Broadway. And I mentioned to the audience tonight that my hit show, Boy Meets Boy, began just around the corner here at 13th Street Theater.
Sure, it is an adaptation of Hans Christian Andersen's fairy tale, The Snow Queen. It was written by Matt O'Patterney, or adapted by Matt. I played Gerda, the heroine of the tale, and it was Blessed Unrest's first production for children and adults, but specifically a show that the director and managing director of the company's daughter could see. She's 10 years old. We're surprised.
Are you?
Yes.
Why are you surprised?
Well, this is our first full production as a company, as a new company. And so, it was a lot of work. It was definitely a lot of work.
Yeah.
Small beans, for sure. We're thrilled, though.
Well, how exciting. Are you just totally over the moon thrilled? I can see it in your faces.
It was just very unexpected, too.
Well, that's great. Well, now that my arm is out of the way, hold up the award so the rest of the team can see it. And that's a wrap from the 2018 New York Innovative Theater Awards. Thank you for joining me, Sean Chandler, on Your Program Is Your Ticket. And curtain.